So in this quick video, I want to talk to you about how nailing your true niche is the key to attracting a steady stream of dream clients who are reaching out to you, drawn to you, hungry to hire you as their coach. And what is the number one barrier to success? Like, why is it so difficult for so many coaches to really get this right and find their niche themselves? So when I talk about nailing your true niche, what I'm talking about is really getting crystal clarity and aligned with 4 key elements. And those 4 key elements are your story. So this is about knowing exactly who you are and what is it about you that makes you the credible expert in your niche. The second point is, what do you do? So this is really understanding and being clear on what's your zone of genius, like what's your secret sauce? How do you help your clients get from their A to their B? The third piece is, who do you help? So of course your ideal client, being super laser focused on that individual and feeling really passionately aligned with that person, knowing their pains, their frustrations, what they want, what keeps them up at night, and how they're experiencing that problem that you help them to solve. And the fourth piece is your purpose, like your why, which is the driving force behind your coaching business. So when I talk about nailing your true niche, I'm talking about having clarity and alignment in those 4 areas. You will know if you don't have clarity and alignment in those 4 areas, because what tends to happen when you feel kind of slightly off center is that you might experience sort of that sense of flip-flopping about from niche to niche, trying to find the one that fits you, like constantly feeling like something is missing, something feels off. You won't be attracting clients because you'll be struggling to get visible, because of course you don't know who you're talking to, so it's hard to create content in that state. It will also mean that you might feel like you're losing credibility, because if you are every now and again getting this lightning bolt of clarity and you show up sharing this new message, which means changing your message, if you do that every so many weeks, you're going to start to suspect that, oh God, if people are seeing me, they're going to think, oh God, what's she doing now? What's he up to now? Keeps changing his messaging. So you might start to feel like you're losing confidence and credibility. And of course, that can then have an impact on your sense of resilience and feeling like I belong here. Like, is this business of being in business really for me? So you might start questioning yourself and experiencing self-doubt. So all of those are really symptoms of not having that clarity and alignment with your true niche. Now, I really want to sort of say to you that it's no surprise to me that this is a difficult thing. And I would say that it's absolutely not your fault. There is a deeper issue at play that is preventing you from getting that clarity and alignment. So just to back up a bit, most coaches start their business from that real kind of place of passion and purpose, and it's a real kind of an amazing feeling. You feel really unstoppable when you start your coaching business, and many coaches will, go out there, they'll immediately kind of invest in getting their website up and running, getting their branding done, photo shoots, they'll get their certifications, qualifications, and in doing that, there's all of this busyness, but they tend to overlook that number one most important thing that will help them to get clients, which, as I've already said, is nailing your true niche. So the reason they tend to overlook this is because there is, like I said, a deeper issue at play. And that deeper issue is that in the main, most people have been conditioned to gloss over those parts of them that makes them really special and unique. So they've been conditioned to not express their authenticity and to express their true gifts. And this is, nobody's fault, but it comes from childhood, where they start to we all start to pick up a belief that when we're in full self-expression of our authenticity and our gifts, we learn that perhaps that's too much, or we learn that perhaps it's not enough. And so over the years, we dumb down those parts of us. So it becomes then very difficult when we need to access that part of us to express it, to access it and express it. And what tends to happen is the minute you try and kind of access that part of you, access those gifts, like you're questioning, like, what is my zone of genius? What is it that makes me stand out? And what is it that makes me special? We struggle to access that information, because then the voice comes in. There's that little nagging voice that says, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are to shine? Who do you think you are to think you're something special? You're not special. So that voice comes in, it's deeply diminishing, and that then holds us back. And so that's where we start to compare ourselves negatively with other coaches. We start to look outside of ourselves to try and get answers, when the truth is all of the answers you have already, and it's right there waiting for you to access it. But of course, you've got this kind of layer over the top that is blocking it. So the key to accessing that, and this is why, again, I'm going to say it's very difficult to nail your true niche on your own, because you're blocking yourself from that vital information. So the way I help my clients to do this, to really get deep, is to dive into their story. It is your story that holds the key to your true niche. And when I talk about your story, most coaches will say, yeah, but you know, I had this devastating experience. It's like my wake-up call. My life just, you know, fell apart, or I was made redundant, or I experienced a bereavement, or, you know, I got divorced, or there's some major life change happened. It doesn't even have to be major, but something happened that set their life, your life, on a new trajectory. And so that's when you discovered, I'm sort of making assumptions here based on my experience of working with coaches. That experience set you on a new path where you started to dive into personal development, you started to seek answers, you found answers, you transformed your own life. And as a result of going through that, you recognized your desire, your burning desire, your sense of purpose to start a coaching business and help other people. So that's a really powerful part of your story. But what tends to happen is coaches focus on that part of the story that was the turning point, the devastating part, when the truth is it starts way earlier. So as I said, you expressed your gifts in childhood, so you need to access that part of your story, like when were you most in bliss expressing your gifts, and then when you look at your full story, you will find that there are certain themes that run throughout. So especially those points where you were not happy, or there was some struggle going on, there will be patterns and themes that run through your story that will allow you to get a sense of what your true purpose is and what it is you are here to do in the world as a coach and as a healer for other people. So I'm gonna kind of just leave it there. I'm gonna leave you to ponder that your entire story is the key to nailing your true niche. You have all the answers. This is not about looking at you know, what other people are doing or what your friends and family think you would be good at. It's about looking at your story and figuring out what were those themes and patterns that presented themselves, and what do they reveal about my true niche. So guys, I hope you just found this very thought-provoking, if nothing else, and just gives you some sense of where you need to be looking to nail your true niche. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Have an amazing day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will speak to you